Let's talk about a brand that I haven't had on the podcast. I would love to have them come on and talk to me a little bit. We've tried to work back and forth for a while, but they did send over some bottles to do some samples of. And so I want to talk through the tasting notes of this. Now, I've first bumped into this brand at Kentucky Bourbon Festival a couple of years ago. Really interesting concept. We're going to talk a little bit about Filmland, and this is the Quadra Force. And this is a blend of straight bourbon whiskeys. Now, this particular bottle is 94 proof, about 4 years old, and about $60. We do 3 different tastings of 3 different days with 3 different sets of glassware with the hopes that we don't have any environmental influence and we can kind of understand it over time. Now, the first tasting on this one, the nose was cherry and apple and maybe one of those undiscernible fruit juice blends, you know, something grainy but not the grain itself. But a bread or something that is heavily grain influenced and something a little bit dusty. The palate was honeyed almonds and something on the savory side. The finish was oak and cinnamon used in a savory application, maybe like a carnitas sauce or citrus and cinnamon. It is kind of used in those things. Now, the second time through, the nose was more savory corn than it was sweet corn. Some sliced green apple. The palate was a darker berry, almost tea-like, and the finish was blackberry cobbler with some rosemary or something, maybe mint. I bet this would absolutely crush a blackberry smash through and through. The nose on it, the third time, was a little bit of cherry cola. The palate was a little bit of almond milk, which is unique. I've not had that one before, but it's like the creaminess that comes from it. And some tart apple. The finish was cinnamon apples and tea. Really interesting concepts on what these guys have going on. I have yet to taste anything that they do that I'm like, this is something you shouldn't spend your money on. So as you're kind of walking through, if you're not looking for a brand with significant history or whatever, you want somebody that's got an interesting concept and some really, really good whiskey to match it, give Filmland a shot.